The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is everything you need to know before the Steelers' first preseason game of the 2023-2024 NFL season. So the Steelers, they head to Tampa Bay. This is an away game for the Steelers, and it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which means if you're on the Western Time Zone, it's 4 p.m. And Mike Tomlin said that the Steelers, everyone who's healthy will be playing. So TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, expect them all to play. Maybe not play as much as other guys, but Kenny Pickett as well. He should be playing a lot. Mike Tomlin says that he's actually going to be playing quite a few series. So I expect him to see at least 4, 5 to 6 series before he comes out the game. But first, let me just go back to the injury front. As I mentioned, everyone who's healthy should be playing. But Mick Fitzpatrick, he's only played a couple practices, so I don't know if he's going to be a full go. And all the other injuries, the only other people I think would be out would be Keanu Neal and DeMonte Casey. Other than that, I think everyone else is a full go. There's some people who are banged up, but I believe it's not too serious, and everyone else should be ready to go. But obviously, we'll see an hour and 30 minutes before kickoff. And now let me just talk about some players and things you need to look out for going into this game. To start off, I would say keep a close eye on the offense, especially Kenny Pickett and just the play calling in general. Because the big thing this offseason was Matt Canada. Will the plays be different? Will they be more advanced? Will the Steelers actually throw the ball down the field? So I would say the first thing just to keep your eye on is the plays and the route tree that Matt Canada calls for his plays. Is the wide receivers or the tight ends or the routes using the middle of the field? Because last season they were barely using the middle of the field. Or the routes less than 5 yards? Because last season the routes seemed like they're always so short of the sticks and it was like 5 yards. So are they going to continue to do these dink and dunk plays, or they're going to expand their offense, expand the field, and actually use the depth of the field and throw more down the field? And that's transitioning into my next topic. Keep a close eye on Kenny Pickett as well, because last season he talked about him not using audibles and not being able to switch plays at line of scrimmage. In training camp so far, he's been given the freedom to kind of change the plays, but that's obviously training camp. Let's see during the first preseason game, is he going to be switching some plays at the line or is he not? Another thing to keep your eye on, and something I'm most excited about, is seeing Calvin Austin play. This is his first game action with the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you remember, last season, he missed the whole season. But not only did he miss the whole season, he also missed all of preseason. He got injured the last week of training camp, meaning that he did not play in one single game for the Steelers. This is his first action live with the team, with Kenny Pickett, and with the other people on the field. So let's see what he produces. And there's so much hype around him because he runs that 4.32 40-yard dash, probably even lower. And he expands the offense. He could do jet sweeps and take it to the house. He could get past the defensive backs and take it to the house. He could take it to the house on any given play. So Calvin Austin is someone to keep your eye on because it's his first game action. He's been doing so good in training camp the last 2 years, last season as a rookie, and especially this one. His yards per catch in preseason, it seems like every single time he caught the ball, it was always for like a 40-yard plus gain. So now, can he do that in the NFL? And can he show that what he showed in training camp? Can he show that in the preseason? Hopefully he can, but that's something to keep your eye on. Now, I'm going to be sticking with the offense. Is Kendrick Green going to get some snaps at fullback? We've seen him do that in the training camp so far. He's gotten some reps at fullback. Is he actually going to play some reps and maybe get a carry or get a catch out of the fullback position in preseason? Who knows? But that's something to keep your eye on. Something else to keep your eye on is the Steelers' offensive line. They added so many guys to that group. They added Broderick Jones. They added Isaac Seumalo. How do those people gel? Are the Steelers' offensive line looking better? I guess we'll find out. And how early is Broderick Jones going to replace Dan Moore Jr. at left tackle? Because is Dan Moore Jr. going to get all the first team reps at the left tackle position? Or is Broderick Jones and him going to switch every series and kind of make it a battle? I guess we're going to see that and find out, so keep your eye on all those things. Enough with the offense. Now let me tell you about the defense, because there's some things to watch out for the defense as well. First, I'm going to start off with a strong safety position. If Keanu Neal and DeMonte Casey aren't injured and they both do play, let's see how the reps get split at that position, because on the official first depth chart that Mike Tomlin and the Steelers revealed, both those guys were listed as the number one strong safety. So let's see how both of them are used if they do end up playing. I don't think they will play, but if they do, that's something to watch out for. And something else to watch out for is the slot cornerback position. That's going to be a battle. Those guys have Elijah Riley, Chandon Sullivan. Both of them were not on the Steelers a year ago. Yes, Elijah Riley got brought up to the Steelers last year and he was on the actual team, but he didn't really play. So it's going to be a battle for that slot cornerback position, and they're both going to be battling now. Let's see how that slot position does. Cameron Sutton obviously had that spot for the last few years, and then before that, it was Mike Hilton. So the Steelers always had that position on lockdown, but now it's all open, and now the Steelers have a battle going on for that position. Also, while we're on the topic of cornerback, let's just talk about Joey Porter Jr. because throughout camp, he had some ups, but he had mostly downs. It seems like he was always getting beat, he couldn't tackle, wrap up correctly, and George Pickens was always getting past him. So, let's see how he does in his first game action. Does he tidy things up? Let's see how he does. Let's hope that he's learned from his training camp mistakes against George Pickens and his tackling mistakes, and he's able to clean all that up and actually able to perform well in his first preseason game. The Steelers obviously drafted him early, the first pick in the second round, pick number 32, so hopefully he pans out and performs well in his first preseason game. The last thing I want to talk about on defense is the inside linebacker position, because that's going to be the key for the Steelers season, not only for run defense, but zone coverage, man coverage against tight ends, and stuff of that nature. The Steelers have revamped that whole inside linebacker group. Like I said in previous videos, the only person returning is Mark Robinson from last season at that position, meaning Cole Holcomb, Quan Alexander, Elandon Roberts, everyone. Let's just see how they do in their first game action, and let's see if their inside linebacker group, just from the first game, I know it's not going to be a huge sample size, but let's just see if it's better than it was last season to end the season. I know there's still going to be a long way to build that chemistry and stuff of that nature, but let's just see how they do. The last thing I want to talk about before I wrap this video up now is special teams. Yes, special teams. Because kick returner, punt returner, let's see how Calvin Austin does at that. He's listed as a number one on both those positions, so let's see him return kicks. And is he explosive, and is he able to make a difference? Punter as well. There's a battle going on with Braden Mann and also Presley Harvin. Presley Harvin's listed as number one and then Braden Mann number two. Let's see how they do, because I think that's actually a big battle going on and something that people don't really talk about, but that's a huge battle that makes a difference in the game. One shanked punt can put another team in position to score a touchdown. So let's see how their kicks do and their punts do when it comes time in the preseason. Let's see who ends up winning that job come regular season as well. But with all this being said, Pittsburgh Steelers football is finally back. Everyone's been waiting, watching training camp highlights, watching OTAs, mini camps, and stuff of that nature, but now the Steelers officially return and we get to see them against a different team, not against their own defense, in live action football. So it's the start of the 2023-24 season, and it kicks off 7 p.m. Eastern Time today. I know I'm going to enjoy the game, seeing the Steelers back. I know you guys will too. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. But let me know down in the comments below. How do you think about all these topics and all these stuff I said to watch out for and to keep an eye on? Let me know how you feel about all these topics. Who do you want to see the most in this preseason game? Do you want to see the offense, defense, special teams, or even a certain type of player to see how well he performs? Let me know your thoughts on this first preseason game and how much should the starters play as well. Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions or any more topics from me, I'll try to answer them all down in the comments below as well. So, comment them. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well. If you like Steelers content, analysis, reports, like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. Click that bell down below so you never miss out. I cover everything Steelers. The preseason starting, I'm covering it all. The regular season starting, I'm covering it all. And then hopefully the playoffs, and then we're repeating the whole cycle back to draft season, minicamp, OTAs, and training camp began, repeating the whole cycle. This is the best spot to keep up to date with everything Steelers news, rumors, reports, highlights. So, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications for the channel, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.